We are back with another Genshin Impact. We're back with another Genshin Impact video. Today, of course, they dropped something at 11:30 at night. They've showed 3 of these 5 craftable Natlan weapons, and they are genuinely very, very solid. So I'm going to go over these real quick. I wanted to give some predictions who I think they'll be good for. I mean, there's some pretty obvious ones, and then obviously, some inferences I'm going to be making. Let's go over it. So you got the polearm, the catalyst, and the claymore, which fits the all the Fontaine characters. What's her face is going to be using the polearm? I can't remember her name. Was her name Kachina? I think that was her name, right? Kachina, yeah. Her name is Kachina. I have her name up on the other side. I just forget her name. Kachina uses the polearm. Milan uses the catalyst. Homeboy Ben 10 uses the claymore. So starting over this, it says Footprint of Rainbow. It is going to give defense of 51.7 and a base attack of 510. Using an elemental skill increases defense by 16% for 15 seconds. As they shown in that live stream, she's going to be using her elemental skill a lot. She's a Geo character. We could assume she will be scaling off of defense until otherwise. I don't know if they actually confirmed she was or not, but based off of the fact that this is a max defense one, I believe it makes sense. And this is going to be pretty cool. I think that she is going to have some utility due to the fact that she is going to have that new mechanic, the whole Night Soul thing, with the whole Night Soul gimmick with that new artifact set. So even though she might not be like a main DPS per se, you're still probably going to wind up getting the most benefit running her with that new artifact set that is coming out that they leaked. So Footprint of Rainbow is pretty good. Maybe you could potentially even throw this on Zhongli if you wanted to, because elemental skill increases defense by 16, so you get more defense. But realistically, I just use them with Black Tassel. So this is cool. This is probably really mainly centered towards her until any other defense polearm people. Let me know if I'm not remembering someone, but whatever. The catalyst is cool. The claymore is where it gets really interesting, but we'll go back to the catalyst first. So that catalyst gives you HP 41.3% and 510 basic attack. And so it says, using an elemental skill grants the Jade Forge Crown effect. Every 1,000 max HP will increase the normal attack damage dealt by the equipping character by 0.6% for 10 seconds. Normal attack damage can be increased this way by a maximum of 16 seconds. I am inferencing. I don't believe they confirmed this on the live stream. I could be wrong, but I am assuming that Mulani will be HP scaling due to the fact that they are not only Hydro, but this is giving a main stat of HP, and it's doing the whole 1,000 max HP is going to give you normal attack damage bonus. So I think that is pretty solid. This seems like it's going to be very solid free-to-play weapon for her. And again, especially if people just do this web event, you're getting this legitimately for free. You don't need to do anything else. You'll need to refine it 4 more times. Really good stuff. Mulani, I'm going to drop a video individually on the first banner because they actually leaked it. Shout out to Jello Impact. He made a video and had like a little screenshot of it. And However showed it themselves. And but overall, Mulani is not going to be a bad pick. I think we're going to see a situation where both Mulani and Ben 10 are going to be okay at the launch. And I think once we get pyro units that are going to, like, for example, they both need Shanglang, right? Or most likely need Shanglang, someone who's doing off-field, pyro DPS. We don't really have anyone like that. Pyro sub DPS, excuse me. Shanglang is really limited because of their ER requirements, so I assume if they made the Pyro Archon similar to what Farina is, they're both going to get massive buffs. So I think this is very good, and I think having a free-to-play weapon for both 5 stars off rip is very solid. This is the one that gamers, I'm Tash here, and this changes everything. By the way, I made a new gacha. So this is the one that I'm really, really excited for. Earthshaker, attack 27.6%, base attack 565. So after a party member string a pyro-related reaction, the equipping character's elemental skill damage increased by 16% for 8 seconds. This effect can be triggered even when the triggering party member is not on the field. So, excuse me, I had a cough. I think there's going to be a best-in slot for Ben 10. I think there's going to be a best-in slot for at least free-to-play options, obviously. Best free-to-play in slot for the Archon. I think you could use this on D-Luke. You could even use this on Dia if you wanted to. This is genuinely a very, very, very solid sword that seems pretty busted, man. It seems pretty busted. And it's so Natlan is obviously the land of fire, so you're going to be triggering reactions that will are going to do pyro damage, right? So when you're triggering these reactions with the pyro damage, you're getting that that buff, and they don't even have to be on field. So I think we're really kind of eating, man. I think they're honestly performing really well, and they're doing a good job with these. They're absolutely doing a good job with these, and it's kind of surprising how good these three options are. Actually, thinking about it, maybe this might even be good for Riosli sidebar, just because it increases normal attack damage. Um, that it might be, I don't know. That just kind of came to my mind because I was thinking of other people to use on both sides of Milani, like Riosli, Milani. I don't know who else you could use this on. I mean, like maybe you could use it like if you're doing like a mono hydro team with what's her face? With oh my god. Fish Girl, the Art of War Sun Tzu Kokomi. Because like you on field with Kokomi if you're running with Farina, but I mean like yeah, it's still solid, but to me this is the real big outlier because this I think is going to work on previous characters, and I think it's going to be best in free to play slot on newer characters. So this is the one I'm very very excited for. And I mean, just again, based off of these, we can infer a lot of things about the character. So obviously, I do think Ben 10 is going to scale off of attack. She's probably scaling off of HP. And then obviously, the Geo character is probably going to scale off of defense. So overall, I'm pretty okay with this. Like, I'm pretty happy with it. I don't think anything here is bad. They don't seem like inherently like obnoxiously annoying to trigger any of these passives. Like, they're really straightforward. Again, elemental skill, done. Elemental skill, done. Elemental skill. Oh no, excuse me. Pyro related reaction. The equipping elemental skill will be increased. So it's like Natlan seems to be going down this route where they are trying to make it very simple to activate everything. From at least what we've seen with the artifact set and with this elemental skill, or just trigger reaction, you get elemental skill increase, right? And then the Night Soul seems to be tied to a lot of elemental skill / burst. So the fact that the Night Souls are tied to really an essential part of the character's kit, as opposed to draining HP the way Marchesthe is, makes me feel like that the gameplay is going to be a bit more, I don't want to say streamlined. I don't know if streamlined is the proper word, but I think maybe streamlined is the proper word where you don't have to do anything too crazy. It's like you can kind of just enjoy the game and have fun, and you don't have to do weird, crazy team comps, or like there's no need to like Excel spreadsheet everything. It's kind of like, listen, man, just do your skill. You get nice old, bam, there's 40 crit rate. Bam, there's 15% attack, or whatever it is. So, yeah, the Earthshaker is what I'm really excited for. I really am going to probably do some pretty decent testing. I am picking a free Dia. I did drop a video on which standard banner characters I think you should be picking out of all of those, so definitely check that out. But these three for free. I'm excited to see what the rest of these are. So that is going to be a plus. Yeah, I'm excited, bro. I'm excited, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Let me know what you think. What are the vibes? Who are you gonna pick for? I really can't think of anyone other than Kachina and like potentially Dongli. I don't really use polearm people like that. So I don't know who else would be working with defense, but yeah. Yeah, these two I can see Riosli, obviously Milani, and then this just there's a plethora of characters. So I love you. I'll see you in the next one. Mwah.